Hello, oily friends and family. Welcome to my channel. I am your host and wellness advocate, Nicole Mock, and thank you for joining Simple Abundant Life with Nick. First, before we get started, let's grab our favorite oil. So I've grabbed Spanish sage because I have heard. I just
Hello,
want to
oily
put
friends and
one
family.
drop.
Welcome to my channel.
Oh my goodness, hold on,
I'm your
guys.
host and wellness advocate, Nicole Mock, and thank you for joining Simple Abundant Life with Nick. First,
I'm
before we get
trying to get
started,
this. Okay, there we go. Ah, I always forget to turn that off. I am so sorry, you guys. Okay, here we go. Grab your favorite oil, put one drop in. We're going to rub and get those chemical compounds activated. And then we're going to take 2, 3 deep inhales from cupped hands over our nose. And the reason I chose sage is because I've heard from research that it helps calm the mind and the body when you're doing a presentation. Because, I think it's Jerry Seinfeld that made the joke that more people would rather be in the casket than actually giving the eulogy because nobody wants to speak in public, or at least there's a big fear of it. And sage helps, make that disappear. Yay. All right. So you're here because you want to find out, how can I stop waking up from 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m.? Like, what's going on in your body? How can you naturally, what can you do naturally? What kind of lifestyle changes do you need to make? What daily habits that you need to start incorporating into your lifestyle so that you can get a full night's sleep, and why that's important? So before we get into the presentation, I saw a perfect demonstration on what is happening with our bodies when we do wake up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Why is that happening? Because it's a natural thing that's occurring. But if we don't get the full 7 or 8 hours, we'll get into that in the class. So I wanted to demonstrate because I saw this on TikTok. I forgot the name of the creator. I apologize, but you're constantly zooming. She totally explained what is going on. So our body produces cortisol from our adrenal glands, which is like totally, happening without our permission. It's just voluntarily happening. And a healthy, optimum health person, textbooks numbers, their cortisol levels is going to look like this. This is what the glass of water is representing, your cortisol levels while you're sleeping. Okay. And around 3 a.m., our body slowly starts producing cortisol and pumping it out into our system. Okay. So after several hours of our body producing this cortisol and pumping it out, we naturally wake up at 5, 6 in the morning, right? If we were, not stressed out. But if you were like me in the 40s and your cortisol levels was a little bit higher, this is us just totally stressed out with our schedules, meeting our kids' demands, our boss's demands, our husband's demands, our mother-in-law's demands, whatever the case is. Or maybe there was a tragedy in the family, or, life throws a lot of curveballs at us and it causes a lot of stress. If you got too much of cortisol and your body starts pouring out that cortisol at 3 a.m. and you already have a ton of it, guess what? You're going to wake up between 3 and 4. So that's what's happening. Okay. Don't worry, I won't waste the water. I'll just water the plants with it. So that's what's going on. And I found a natural solution that's been working for me. And I want to spread the word because I see my friends all the time complaining about how they're not getting enough sleep, or they're stressed out, or whatever is going on. And it's like, you guys, I have the solution. I've been using it for, years. And now there's new products out that will help you even sleep more soundly. And you get that restful sleep. So you wake up energized and like ready for the day, whether you want to or not. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you. Give me 2 seconds and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Great. All right. Sleep. So I'm going to be following a script, not because I don't know what I'm talking about. It's because I'm going to be mindful of your time, because I could go on and on and on about sleep because it's something that I've been researching and following all the experts about, because I want to, I want to have a restful night's sleep so that I'm a better person in the morning, because sleep is so crucial with our mood and our wellness and our metabolism and our hormones. It just affects everything. So I want to be mindful and be compliant, because I don't want the FDA coming after me. All right. Let's get started. All right. So some of y'all might recognize this pyramid. It is doTERRA's Wellness Pyramid. It's just like Jenga. If you were to pull, say, the nutrition and digestion and not focus on that and just kind of be reckless with it, the rest of the system of the pyramid is just going to fall apart, right? So everything starts in the gut. That's what nutrition and digestion means. It's your gut, your liver. Movement and metabolism, that's moving your body, recharging that metabolism, supporting it, because movement and metabolism is hand in hand. Rest and stress management is hand in hand. Sleep is super important, impacts the health in so many ways. Reduce toxicity, that's exposure to environmental exposures to pollutants that can affect almost every bodily system. And informed self-care, that's you removing the toxins and switching to products that aren't going to cause more harm to you. And then proactive medical care is when you reach out to your doctor and say, hey, I've tried all the stuff in retail and I'm not getting any results. Well, doTERRA has curated products for us to meet the needs for nutrition, digestion, for movement, metabolism, for rest and management, to reduce your toxicity and inform self-care. So today we're just going to focus on the rest and management stress part of it. Okay. So there's three needs of sleep. If you want to be healthy, you have three jobs every day: to eat well, move your body, and sleep. And out of those, sleep should be the easiest, right? So you would think. But a lot of people struggle with sleep. I see it on my Facebook feed all the time. And whether that stems from not getting enough of it, having trouble falling asleep, or feeling restless, constantly waking, with the hectic schedules we all tend to keep these days, it's no wonder people are struggling with sleep. We rush from appointment to appointment. We shuttle the kids here and there, spend the day looking at screens or doom scrolling. And we're just trying to fit everything into the 16-hour day that we have. And then when it's time to rest, we have a hard time winding down. So why do we need sleep? Good sleep is one of the most essential elements of healthy life. Unfortunately, sleep is one of the most undervalued parts of modern schedules. In this busy world, it's easy to sacrifice sleep to other pursuits like work, family responsibilities, social time, even technological distractions. So you might be thinking, so if I sacrifice a little sleep to other areas in my life, I will feel less sluggish. You will feel sluggish or groggy the next day, but you have so much to do and so much to accomplish and experience instead of getting a little bit more sleep. So yeah, that's the one thing we tend to do, is just sacrifice our sleep over all the other things. And we need to stop doing that. And the reason is, I know it does feel like we are spending a lot more time in our sleep, but the consequences, excuse me, of cutting your shut-eye time short are a lot more significant than than feeling tired. Sleep deprivation has linked to several health challenges. Research shows that the time you spend sleeping is crucial to brain function, emotional well-being, and other vital health areas. During sleep, your body is hard at work rebuilding and repairing itself. It's bending blood vessels, balancing hormones, maintaining or even boosting the immune system. Your brain processes the events of the day and prepares itself for another day of learning. So basically what it does, when you cut that process down, you're cutting down the time for your body to repair itself, to rejuvenate those cells. And keep in mind, our cells rejuvenate every 60 to 120 days. Now, the cells that rejuvenate every 120 days is the cells in your liver. So for not getting enough adequate sleep and long enough sleep, we're totally shortchanging ourselves. So that's one of the many reasons why we're not getting the sleep that we want. And we know that over time, it increases our risk for chronic health problems. Inflammation is one of them, and we know that inflammation causes 36 diseases. So we got to be mindful of our rest. It also affects how you think, react, work, learn, and get along with others. I could tell you, I had at work a woman, and I don't know what was going on with her, but she gave me the third degree. She was trying to help out one of our candidates get a live scan. And I guess the paperwork was kind of screwy. And she like literally took it out all on me that, you're messing up, you're making this guy, struggle. And I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about, lady. And it was because I get enough sleep that I'm not going to like knee jerk react to someone reacting to me about something that I have no control over. Correct. Okay. Um, it affects our hormones that I said earlier and reproductive system, heart, circulatory system. Research suggests one night of 4 hours of sleep results in 70% reduction in natural killer cells, which is an important cell line in our immune system. So this is another reason why you might be getting sick more often. You're just not getting that adequate rest, sleep. The good news is because sleep is such a broad, comprehensive impact on health, adequate rest and quality quantity will support and improve in all those areas. So how much sleep do you need? So let's talk about it. Generally, the hours of sleep you need decrease in age. Sleep supports proper growth and development, so babies, unsurprisingly, need the most of it, followed by children and teens. So here's a breakdown. Newborns need 14 to 17 hours of sleep. Infants from 4 months to a year still need 12 to 16. Toddlers need 11 to 14. Preschoolers need 10 to 13. And you probably notice these ranges have quite a bit of overlap in between them. Well, the need for sleep only goes down slightly with each age group. So if you have children, pay attention to their cues and behaviors for hints on whether they're getting adequate sleep. The next age group, 6 to 12, need between 9 and 12 hours. Teens need a solid 8 to 10 hours a night. And for adults, we need at least 7 to 8 hours. Your sleep your sleep needs will also vary based on activity levels. For example, if you're participating in vigorous exercise training, you'll likely notice an increase in need for you to sleep compared when your activity levels are more moderate. So adjust accordingly so your body recovers the recovery that it needs. Older adults who are in their 60s and their 70s and beyond will likely notice a decrease in their need for sleep. Usually given 7 to 8 hours is pretty significant. Sleep hygiene. What does sleep hygiene mean? It refers to healthy habits, behaviors, and environmental factors you can adjust to assist with a good night's sleep. It refers to bedtime environments, daily routine that promotes consistent, uninterrupted sleep. It includes things like keeping a stable sleep schedule, making your bedroom comfortable, free of distractions, following a relaxing bedtime routine, and more. Some sleep problems are caused by bad habits, reinforced over years and even decades. So let's talk about good health sleep hygiene practices. Be consistent. So following a consistent sleep schedule, varying your bedtime or morning wake time can hinder your body's ability to adjust to a certain circadian rhythm. One study suggests inconsistent sleep where a person goes to bed inconsistent times or wake up at different times every day can disturb the body's process of regulating inflammation during the sleep. If you're worried that this means you need to fall asleep at the same time each night, don't be. Think of it more of like a window of time in which you should try to fall asleep. So if you start getting ready for bed at the same time each night, you'll likely fall into a natural rhythm and fall asleep within a reasonable, consistent window. Like for me, I set an alarm for 10 p.m. to go to bed on my phone. There's an app on there that on the clock that you can set that alarm, and it'll drop down. And it usually around, a half hour earlier before you set that time. So around 9 o'clock is when I start winding down before I go to bed. So I'll have some decaf green tea with honey and a drop or two of vetiver. And I just use the dropper because it's such a thick oil. It would take forever. So I just use the dropper for easy convenience to get a drop of vetiver in my tea. My phone will alarm at 9:30. By 10 o'clock, I put the phone down, or I actually do scroll a little bit, I will admit. But it's usually because I want to see something funny, like cute dog videos, cat videos, those kind of things. And then 10:30, I do my essential oil routine. But first, we got to set the mood. Now, let's talk about your sleep environment. Your bedroom setting absolutely affects your quality of sleep. If you have lights on, if you have any outside if you don't close the curtains and there's an outside light, that will affect your sleep. Temperature, sound, lowering the temperature in your home is also to a little cooler at night than during the day, might help you rest easier. Yeah, if you have any lights that twinkle or blink in your bedroom, maybe the phone, flip it upside down. You might want to, think about covering them with electrical tape, because you want to keep your room nice and dark. And with sound, some people find that white noise from a fan or an app helps them sleep, and others find, they don't find that option helpful at all. So you want to figure out what works best for you. I myself have tried not the white noise, but the brown noise. I found on YouTube a brown noise that plays for 10 hours. And I tried that for a couple of weeks. And I have to say it worked really, really well. Think about your bedding as well. You spend a third of your life sleeping, right? So it's worth investing a supportive mattress as well, that works with your body. Comfortable breathing sheets and bedding also make a big difference. So you want to keep those puppies nice and clean. Exposure to light, especially early in the day, helps reinforce strongest circadian cue. Then before bed, limit light, especially artificial light. Can definitely disrupt that circadian rhythm. So experts advise dimming the lights and putting down electrical devices and the lead time to bedtime. So read a book, journal, meditate, something other than your screen. All right. Move. Okay, you've got to move it, move it. Active daily, being active daily supports the internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep at night. The one caveat is avoid heavy exercise too close to bedtime. So light walking or general movement is fine before bed, but vigorous workout too late in the evening can push your body back, and it might not be ready to fall asleep. So what I do during the day, because I am working full time, I have carved out a time, usually between 2 to 3 p.m., where I will take a break for 10 minutes and walk around the building at a good pace too. I'm not like, casually strolling. I'm actually like trying to, where I need to catch my breath a little bit. And I do that for 10 minutes, and that's made a world of difference. I'm able to fall asleep a lot faster since I started doing that. You also want to limit stimulants. Many consumers consume caffeine on the daily, and we rely on it for its energizing and effects but it also, affects our mood and can optimize our performance. But it's also found that in many plants, including coffee beans, tea leaves, um, there's even synthetic coffee can be added to medications and energy drinks. You want to like try to avoid those at least after noon. You can have them all you want all day long during the morning. But by afternoon, you want to kind of like cut back if you can. My go-to is decaf. I've switched to decaf with my teas and my coffee. And I find when you go to a restaurant and ask for decaf, they make a fresh pot for you, because normally they don't have decaf sitting around like they do coffee. That's just my little tip for you guys. Don't eat at bedtime. One, you don't want the crumbs in your bed. Another thing, yeah, you don't want heavy meals, spicy foods, because that can lead to heartburn or other digestive discomfort. Ladies, especially those that are in 35 to 55, we're all going through perimenopausal symptoms. So we definitely want to fast 12 hours. So if you eat at 6, then you go, just don't eat after 6 o'clock. Next time you'll eat is at 6 in the morning. So that's your 12-hour fast. If you could do 14, 16 hours, even better. But give yourself, 10 to 12 hours of fasting. And what this does, it supports your metabolism and actually boosts it, and it's going to help balance those hormones. I've started doing that, and I, those symptoms, they reduce. I just don't, deal with it that much. The next is use your essential oils. Get them out. So here's my essential oil routine. So I use Magnolia Touch on the back, near as close as I can to the adrenal glands that sit on top of your kidneys. And why I use Magnolia Touch instead of lavender. You can use lavender. It's fine. It's part of your top 10. It should be in your toolkit. But lavender only has 30% of a chemical compound called linalool. It's very tough. That's a tongue twister. Well, Magnolia has the same chemical, linalool, but 70% of that. So it's nearly double of the amount of this chemical. So that's where I place that. Then I put Blue Lotus Touch on the inside of my arm here because I typically sleep like this and I just love the way it smells. And then I grab my Serenity Stick, which we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail later in the class. I put this on my chest. It has valerian root in it. Oh, that smells so good. I think it's Jergens has a similar stick like this, but I'm telling you, doesn't have any chemicals that are synthetic. These are pure, certified, tested grade oils. doTERRA source from plants where they originate from. They're distilled with no additives or fillers. So be mindful when you shop for sleep sticks. I highly recommend this one. Man, as soon as I put it on, I can feel my body going, let's go to bed. Okay. And who doesn't want that? And then lastly, I put Clary Calm on the bottom of my feet to help because I've noticed lately I do wake up because I'm having a hot flash or I'm like, I've sweat because of night sweats, but I'm not drenching the seats or my clothes or anything. I just feel a pool of sweat on my chest. So I'm using Claricom on the bottom of my feet for that. All right, so let's dive into Serenity Restful Blend. So this one I put in a reed diffuser instead of a water diffuser. Again, I'm trying to eliminate any extra noise in my room. And I find this works so much better because as soon as I sit on my bed, I can smell it. Okay, so I'm already telling my limbic brain to produce the chemicals to give me the cue that I'm ready to go to bed and I'm about to get some sleep. It's a beautiful blend of lavender, cedarwood, coriander, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bead, and vanilla absolute. It is a wonderful blend for real. I know some people that will put this on during the day just to keep them calm throughout their hectic environment. Usage, you can place a few drops in the diffuser of your choice, apply on the chest, bottoms of the feet, back of the neck. You can inhale directly from the palms of your hand. And add a few drops to a warm bath before bed. If you're one of those that likes to take baths at night or a shower, a couple of drops on the shower floor and the water will, because water and oil don't mix. So it's not going to go down the drain. It's going to stay on your shower floor and that are aromatics. Okay. It's just going to get right in your face. So this product impacts farmers from Bulgaria. Okay. So we're helping out those families in Bulgaria. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, Serenity is way extremely helpful with midnight wake ups. If you ever experience that, whether it's you or a child, you want to take a couple of deep breaths of Serenity, and it's just going to gently relax and get you back into sleep. Okay. All right. Next is Serenity Soft Gels. This has been for a while, but doTERRA has added an extra ingredient that everybody's running into the drugstores and retail stores for tart cherry. Yeah, people have discovered that tart cherry has a chemical melatonin, which is what helps us feel relaxed, and people are taking melatonin gummies, but melatonin is also found in tart cherry. So they've added tart cherry to the blend because you can't take the essential oil blend internally. They formulated a soft gel that we can take internally. It relieves occasional sleepiness. It promotes healthy relaxation and sleep, encourages restful sleep. It calms the nervous system, and it helps reduce stress. So you can take this during the day. It's not going to knock you out. It's just going to give your body the cues that you're chill. You're chill. So there are the ingredients. It also has lavender, L-theanine, a proprietary extract blends, lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile. So you just want to take 1 or 2 soft gels before bed. And again, this one impacts the farmers in Bulgaria. We're helping out those families. Next is the stick with valerian root. I'm telling you, that valerian root that changes it. It just changed the aroma, the aromatic profile for me. It's so relaxing. Let's see, what can I say? It has coconut oil, lavender, cedarwood, coriander, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, again, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla absolute. So it also has valerian roots, essential oil from the roots that is in there as well. My favorite way to put it is on the chest. Some people put it on the inside of their wrist or the back of the neck. And then some people, maybe it's a scent that this works, but the scent you just can't stand the scent. You can put it on the bottom of your feet, and that's just going to cue your body. I'm a huge fan, and it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's a good value. I've had my stick since September, and I haven't run out yet, and it's been over 6 months. So it goes a long way. That $18 is going to last you. I mean, it could last you 18 months. So you're spending $1 a month for the best sleep of your life. Like, for real. Here's a 3-step system. So again, the way I use it, I have my Serenity and my Reed diffuser. You can use a water diffuser, or any kind of diffuser you like. You want to apply Serenity, stick to your chest, bottom of your feet, neck, pulse points. You could do the same with the oil if you want to. It's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong way. Or you can take internally, right, 30 minutes before bed, 1 or 2 capsules, depending on your weight. For me, I'm under 120 pounds, so I just take 1. I have tried taking 2 because I was really worried I wasn't going to get the restful sleep and be rested enough for the next day because I had such a big day. I found that 2 was too much. I found like I was drinking an extra cup of coffee the next day. So just be mindful when you try these products. You just want to start low and slow. Okay. That is the tempo. All right. Diffusing around your pets. So yeah, I wanted, because I know a lot of us have our fur babies. I have one myself. His favorite essential oil is Roman chamomile, by the way. I did a little test. I did some socks. I put the Serenity, lavender, and Roman chamomile on some socks, and he went to the Roman chamomile. And oh my goodness, every time I use Roman chamomile around him, not even on him, just around him, he just come and just snuggles and just needs to, be next to me. For pets, you want to use only 3 to 4 drops of essential oil and a water-based diffuser. Pure essential oils are incredibly potent, even for us. So just a few drops can, fill a room with their aromas. Ensure the essential oil is safe to use around pets. You can contact me or your vet with any questions. I'm going to know more because I am actually follow a vet that is a doTERRA leader, and she teaches great classes on essential oils and pet safety. Position the diffuser in a place where your pet can't knock it over, and keep the door open so the pet can, leave the room if the essential oil is too potent for them. You want to make sure that, they can leave when their heart desires. Here's the essential oils and sleep ebook. I think a QR code is going to pop up. There she is. You can just screenshot that and then grab that QR code and download this beautiful ebook on how to get better sleep with essential oils. So we're going to do a little shift to our topics for a moment and just discuss what makes doTERRA different. And doTERRA means it's Latin for gift of the earth, by the way. Yeah. So what makes this community different is purity, plain and simple. Pure products, pure intention, and pure business practices, and pure love of humanity. It's important to discuss essential oil purity. Essential oils is most important characteristic is purity and its safety. It's also effectiveness and its potency. Unfortunately, the essential oil industry, which is the commercial industry, is littered with adulteration and contamination because they're trying to sell you a product that isn't going to break the bank for them. They want to not break even. They want to make more money. So little regulation of this market exists. Pure essential oils are costly to produce, and unscrupulous suppliers and brokers may try to lower the cost of their products by adding other substances. Which, adulterate the final product. A company might not even know the essential oils they are selling are adulterated. They buy from the broker that they trust, not realizing they're being duped. And because they don't have the resources or the expertise to test for those sophisticated kinds of adulteration, they advertise their product as pure when the truth isn't, the truth is it's just not the case. It just isn't. There's no way. If they're not testing it, how do they really know? So every batch of doTERRA essential oil undergoes rigorous third-party testing. They test these oils 54 times, and 11 of those are done by third-party labs. And I actually follow one of the labs, aromaticplant.org. They have a great essential oil class, 101 class, where they go deeper dive than I do in my classes, because I learned a lot from them. And most of what I say, I've just regurgitated what they say, but they go way deeper in the essential oil game. Yeah, doTERRA is truly committed to sourcing the best and helping the most. This means sourcing pure essential oils in sustainable, ethical, and responsible ways for individuals and communities worldwide, because this affects the farmers and their families in those communities too when doTERRA steps on their soil. They cut out the middleman. They work directly with the farmers and harvesters. They pay fair, on-time wages and develop long-term partnerships. This approach also means that they can monitor an essential oil's purity right from the start, because they realize and recognize that when they source plants where they originate from, that soil hasn't been contaminated or, full of impurities, lead, because plants will absorb that stuff. And then it's in the plant, and then anytime you extract anything from that plant, it's going to show up there too. Co-impact sourcing or behind the bottle. Oh no, there we go. Oh, I might have gone too many times. I can't hit the button so many times. All right. doTERRA is committed to sourcing the best and helping the most. Like I said, this is known as co-impact sourcing. This is what said for me, like, where do I sign? Because at the time I was trying to align myself with companies, and I still do this now, that are practicing ethical, sustainable practices. And, not just for our benefit, for, the market, the US market, but also for the families and the farmers and those communities that are supplying this amazing product. Okay, we talked about that. All right, so along with providing compensation to growers and distillers, doTERRA supports co-impact sourcing initiatives that are designed to improve quality for life for those who partner with the company. With these incentives, doTERRA helps bring much needed services like school, new equipment, machinery, even clean water to growing and distilling communities worldwide. Tens of thousands of individuals and families have benefited from the innovation and empowering of co-impact sourcing model. Yay. I love that. Madagascar vanilla. Let's talk about it. So vanilla, especially the Madagascar vanilla, all the vanilla that you see in the market and in your grocery store, whether it's the oil or a food additive, fake, 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 fake. It's not real. doTERRA has been working for years in Madagascar to get true pure vanilla essential oil, and they've managed to do it. So what happens is the bees in the area are not pollinating the flower enough for a sustainable product. So there, for a while, it's been one farmer taking a toothpick and pollinating every single vanilla flower in his field, and he has like a certain time frame to get this done, because once the sun like reaches noon, the flower dies, and if it's not pollinated, you've got no product. So doTERRA partnered with him. They hired on people in the community to do what he does. He taught them how to do it and how to care for the plants. And so they can pass that on to other generations. And guess what? We've got Madagascar vanilla because of it. Smells amazing, as you can imagine, for vanilla to smell, but it's safe to put on. I actually put it in my food, even though it says here not to do that. I've added it to, because when you're cooking, it does burn off because of the heat, but the flavor is still there. And that's not, the flavor is not going to kill us. All right. I mean, huge fan of vanilla. I can't keep it in my house. I use so much of it. All right, moving on. I love vanilla. All right, get your first year of membership free, you guys. I mean, how awesome would that be? So the membership that you receive is, you're going to get 25% off every time you purchase, whether you purchase every month or every other month, or every 6 months, or every year. You're going to get 25% off every time. Here are some other perks you want to consider. Free shipping on any order over 100 PV. You even get reduced shipping if you have 50 PV. So instead of paying $6.99, you pay $3.99. You get a free pebble diffuser, or you can get the toothpaste, the On Guard Supermint toothpaste, or you can get the hand soap, the citrus bloom hand soap with the pump. If you, as a gift, if you're a new membership account and your initial order is 150 PV, and then once your account is set up, I'm going to show you how you can earn doTERRA dollars anytime your friends sign up when they use your referral link. So the referral a friend program is the simplest way to receive doTERRA dollars, which can be used to pay for anything on doTERRA.com. It could pay for your membership renewal, which is $25. It can pay for the taxes, if that is one of the things that you have to pay for when you shop. It'll pay for your shipping. So if you have 50 PV and it's $3.99 and you have $4 doTERRA dollars because your friends used your referral link, you're getting your shipping paid for. All the ways to save. Before we conclude, I want to share what I know is the optimum way to get the most out of your doTERRA products. So for me, I found, because I was dealing with that skin rash, I don't know what it is. My doctor didn't code it. I'm not going to name it. But it was a rash that spread all my chest, my armpits, little on my belly, several on my neck, and a little on my face. And I turned to doTERRA. I needed something, that was anti-inflammatory properties to it. I did all the oils, frankincense, copaiba. That kept the pain and itching at bay so that I can function as an adult. So I can go to work and not call out sick. Because I knew it was going to take some time before I could see the doctor. We all know when you make an appointment with the doctor, it might be weeks, months out before you can see them, because people are sick and there's not enough doctors to care for them. I really, truly believe that's the situation. It's unfortunate. Where was I going with all that? I turned to doTERRA. I even tried turmeric, the supplements. I even turned to the supplements. I was trying turmeric because we all know turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties. Nothing was working. And I finally made my appointment with the doctor. I was going to see her in 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? Let me try Alpha CRS Plus, because I had run out for months and I hadn't gone back on it because I was trying turmeric and the other things. So I decided, all right, I'm going to get it. I'm going to try it. I tried it for 2 weeks. In 14 days, it cleared up. I'm done. I'm done looking. I found the product. I'm going to stick with it. Now I'm still playing whack-a-mole with it because our bodies have a memory. So if anything is going on with your body, whether it's on the surface or inside, if it's happened before, your body thinks it has to happen again. It's just the way it is. I don't know. It's just how it works. It's crazy to me. So when I started, so I had to get on, I was already on LRP. So that helped make it easier for me to be consistent on keeping my supplements, on order and in my house. Okay. I love that I get 25% off and I get deeper discounts when I add the Life on Vitality pack. I could choose up to 3 products at reduced costs. I get that free shipping at 100 PV orders. I get the free gifts if I do 150 PV or more, and the doTERRA dollars, the refer a friend program. I mean, if you're not like me and you want to have essential oils on hand for any occasion, you got to join the loyalty rewards program, LRP. By joining the program and ordering monthly, you have the opportunity for quality, or I'm saying qualify for exclusive promotional items, including a free product of the month. Yeah, so you could potentially earn free products every month. So that's 13 free products you get from your account. You accumulate points, which can be redeemed for free products. So you can get your products paid for that way. Qualify for to earn commission as being part of the doTERRA compensation plan, which I find very generous and genius, because what they did, there's 3 types of LMN compensation plans out there. And what doTERRA did is they took the good bits from those 3, because a lot of them have like cons to them. I mean, they have the pros, but they also have the cons. So what doTERRA did is they pulled all the pros, and if it works, they're going to do it. And it's working for millions of people. Loyalty rewards program, generally speaking, we serve 3 types of people. Okay. The first type of person is excited to live this natural lifestyle because they found the product, it blew their minds, and now they can't get enough of it and they're not going anywhere. And these people learn about the power of essential oils. They get exposed to the other people that are professionals, that are expert in the medical field, that are using essential oils in their products. And these people can't wait to share, and especially with their families and friends. doTERRA supports this type of person by providing free essential oil education and a generous LRP. Okay. The second type of person is sitting here thinking, oh, my mom could use that. My sister could use, my aunt, my best friends, my husband. These people naturally want to share what they love. And doTERRA supports this type of person by rewarding their efforts to share products by earning extra money every month. Millions of people worldwide currently receive products this way from doTERRA. And you can too, because I know I hear a lot of people, it's expensive, but there are ways to kind of get your money back so that you can get the high-end oils like blue tansy, melissa, frankincense. I have never paid out of pocket for those. Vetiver, yarrow palm. I never pay out of pocket for those because I'm on LRP. I accumulate the points because I'm not just buying oils, my friends. I am buying products for my skincare, for washing my face, for washing my body, for washing my hair. I turn to doTERRA. Washing my clothes and my sheets because they touch my skin 24/7. I ditched retail and switched to doTERRA because it never fails me. They work every single time. And the third person that is listening to me and thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives by educating them about the power of essential oils. And doTERRA will support this person with that generous compensation plan. And as people educate others about the power of natural solutions, they can earn enough to supplement their income and enjoy more control over their time and finances. I mean, how wonderful is that? So if you're the second or third person, please message me and I'll give you more information. Okay, because I want you to get started with me. Yeah. All right, that's it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. Hi. Okay, I just like click off some things. So thank you guys for joining my channel. If this resonated with you, if this touched a nerve, please subscribe to my channel, like this video. Have any questions for me, how to get started, what's, more details of what's in the products, how I use it, how other people use it, message me. Now is the time to get those questions out there so I can answer them and in a timely fashion. And yeah. All right. I hope this helped you guys, give you some ideas. And I will see you next month. I don't know what I'll be teaching next month, but I will definitely, if you just got your oils, I will be teaching got oils now what, the beginning of May. And then I don't know. I'm thinking about doing another hormone class because it's, Mother's Day. May is the month of May. May is the month of mothers. So maybe I might do that class. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet, but join me next month for classes. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss